greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give from the gun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Pittsburgh's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Now on second down after the incompletion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. The run from the shotgun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Give to the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They're bringing heat. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers.
You've got it. Careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback checking off. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. This first half of offense. Highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This one's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here. The give. And they'll knock him down. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The Huskies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Cantrell. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's looking to throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
That's 2 plays in a row that this guy's put the ball on the ground. Just not playing with a lot of focus right now. This guy needs to lock it up.
Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Huskies have him back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Going up top on 1st down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Working the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Panthers in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Using the spin move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand the situation in the game. I got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We're winning the football game. Ball security. I can't reach that thing. I got to cover it with 2 hands and make sure I don't turn it over. What a big-time mistake.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. And the Huskies have enough for the... running back.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop them.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Middle Tennessee is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 18 over Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this team.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Washington sends out the punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McKenzie. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't. And that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. It's down.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Getting some heat. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next counting. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Coming up, 4th down. On the double. Sally Stunner.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you